probably looking at these fireworks and thinking to yourself, isn't the Moonfire Fair finished? Well, yeah, it is, but of course, for those familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, they know that the fireworks don't stop at the Moonfire Fair. They go immediately into the next event that takes place within Final Fantasy XIV, known as the Rising, the annual part of the year where the game is commemorated for its reintroduction into the video game community after 1.0 proved to be less than impressive. So their revival of the game, which was originally known as A Realm Reborn, and now has led into Heavensward and Stormblood, is commemorated at this time every year with more fireworks. And you're probably wondering why I'm showing you the ones here in Gridania, as opposed to Limsa Lominsa and Ul'dah. Well, unfortunately in the other two places for some reason, thanks to the random number generator, it's raining. So you can't see the fireworks from either city or their respective housing areas. But that's okay, because at least Gridania was able to give us a show here today. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for another edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog here on Final Fantasy XIV's Exodus server. So, with the Rising now having started and people getting the opportunity to enjoy what happens with that event, because it was interesting to see that this year's Rising, as you can see, that's a particular round of fireworks coming to an end with a unique take on the conclusion to said fireworks, was a continuation of the story of the Rising from 2 years ago, where we had the opportunity to help out Nonora and her wandering minstrel friend to deal with an infestation of Allagan bugs. In so doing, we were able to help them out by going to a place known as the Cheap Dungeon. Don't ask me why they came up with that name. It was obviously a play on the Deep Dungeon, which is the alternate name for the Palace of the Dead that one can access via Quarry Mill, which just happens to be here in the Black Shroud. And by doing so, we were able to help out Nonora and the Wandering Minstrel once again, who, for those unfamiliar with Final Fantasy XIV, will know that it is a disguise for the avatar created by the man responsible for creating the Final Fantasy XIV as we know it, Naoki Yoshida, who once again offered us an opportunity to express his gratitude towards us for being part of this game and its experience. And by virtue of getting the opportunity to take on the Rising for this year and completing it successfully, we were able to unlock the second version of the Cheap Dungeon. Now, it's different from the one that I showed off yesterday when I put up my video for the Rising. In fact, I can even show it to you by going to the FC house. Now, as I said, or rather as it would explain to you, it's available by accessing the toy box that can be found in an inn room. But you can actually buy one of those toy boxes and put it in your FC house, which is what we did yesterday. Shortly after I finished recording my video for the Rising, we did exactly that. And so now that has been added to our FC house. But like I said, it's not the same one as you saw from before. So let's go into the FC house and I'll show you what I mean. So once we get inside, I'll show you where we've put it. There's Olivier's second avatar, Nova, currently leveling up his Red Mage. So here's our toy box. We have it right next to our Triple Triad board for those who like to play that. And so we're going to go ahead and play a game of Cheap Dungeon. So this one is, like I said, different from the one we saw in the Rising event, because here you'll notice it does not have the Allagan wall layout. Here, you're not even actually trying to get the puzzle solved as far as trying to determine a password. You're trying to get to where the key is so that you can use it on the set of stairs and move on to the next floor. Thing is, though, this place has a crap ton of dead ends. And if they say it's a cheap dungeon, but what they lack in not spending money on the dungeon, they more than made up for by turning this place into a labyrinth of epic proportions. Because yeah, you can pretty much try and use whatever strategy you can to get out. Now the dungeon will always be different, but it's just a matter of trying to figure out the best way to get access to the key that you acquire, which in of itself is a bit of a challenge. You have to keep your wits about you and try and determine which paths have you used previously and which ones you have not. But yeah, you can see how much different this is as opposed to the other version of the cheap dungeon. And more often than not, and I do use that term quite strongly, is that you always are going to be finding dead ends. It's just a matter of you being more lucky than anything and not running into dead end after dead end. But you get the key, you're pretty much good to go and get back down to where you were. And then it's just a matter of finding the ability to actually exit, which I believe will be through here. There we go. Now I gotta do it again. Yeah, that's pretty much how this cheap dungeon works for playing in your FC house or in an inn, if you're so inclined. I want to do process of elimination to try and find out where this next passage could possibly be, because yeah, they're starting to send us around a bit. Well, we found the key real quick, so let's see if we can't find the door now. Plus, also doing that helps to eliminate possible pitfalls. Yeah, sometimes doing process elimination really helps you to determine what is the best way to get out. But yeah, as you can see, there are so many dead ends. Now we're getting a little headway here. Alright, we made it into floor 3. Yeah, this one actually has more than one floor. Or, in this case, more than 2 floors. In fact, I haven't finished this yet. I just wanted to test it the other day, and by other day I mean yesterday. Yeah, you can see how challenging it is just to find your way around. Okay, so I have to go back the way I came. So yeah, now we want to go this way. Yeah, you really are doing a lot of process of elimination doing this place. You want to make sure that you know which ways are good and which ways are not. Alright, got a little bit of room going. Now we gotta turn back. Eliminate those dead ends as well. Got that dead and taken out. Let's go down. There we go. I just need to make my way back to where the exit is. Alright, now they got another floor for us. And I actually, yeah, like I said, I don't know how many floors there actually are. But it seems by process of elimination I have to go up. Or maybe not. I think they intended for us to go this way. Might as well just open up as many paths as I can. Let's try going this way, I guess. Eliminate that path as well. Yeah, just eliminating paths right now. Just doing the process of elimination thing. Just doing that old process of elimination thing. Got the key. Let's go this way. Oh, might have been a good idea. Or maybe not. Ah! Thwarted at the end. Yeah, just eliminate that spot. This is the only option. Or is it? Okay. Alright, I see where they want me to go. No, I don't. Oh, come on, game. What is it? And they won't even let me go that way. Like, they're pretty much cutting off all other possible exits. Let's go this way. No, I can't. Yeah, they sure know how to cut me off. So it looks like this is the one of the only chances I have, or no, this is the one. Because yeah, I have to loop around in order to get that key. Go this way, I guess. And they're definitely sending me all over the place. In fact, the way it's setting up right now, it almost looks like it's gonna have me go around the door in order to get the... go past the door in order to get to the key. Alright. Try this now. Let's go this way, get that dead end, clear it off. Alright, at least we're getting closer to the key. At least I think we are. These labyrinths. Yeah, they're not making this easy. But then, of course, this is the cheap dungeon it's not supposed to be. But at least I think I know how to get to the key now. There we go. Now, I actually have no idea how long this thing is. I don't know how many floors are involved. I don't know, so I don't know if this is the last floor or not. I mean, 5 would seem to be a logical number to conclude on. But who knows, it could be a lot deeper than that. Nope, they finished it at 5 floors, and I finished in 10 minutes 32 seconds. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and close. At least we know how long the board is. So yeah, 5 floors of fun. If you don't end up losing your mind, it's certainly a game that is worth it, and I hope that you guys, once you have access to it, if you played this and take it on the Rising, will certainly take advantage of the fun that is the cheap dungeon, because it is a fun little game to be sure, and certainly can be a worthwhile time waster if you want to play Final Fantasy XIV, but you're not into doing all that crazy adventuring stuff. But keep in mind, you actually have to finish this edition of the Rising in order to actually access this game. So if you don't end up clearing the Rising before it comes to an end within a couple of weeks, then you're out of luck. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys get to enjoy it the way we have, and that it'll be a welcome addition to your Final Fantasy XIV experience, just like this Rising has been to this point. So, thank you very much everyone for watching this edition of the Tales of Eorzea vlog. As always, if you have a character that you want to have join us here on Exodus, or if you're looking to create a character here on Exodus, and you want to come join your free company, please look us up. We'd be happy to have you. Because yeah, we have a cheap dungeon now that you can play, but only if you finish the Rising first. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.